Hi students, good morning all of you. Today we will start three-dimensional geometry. Three-dimensional geometry is very important for JEE mains and both advanced. Look at point representation. Look at point P is X, comma Y, comma Z. There will be three dimensions. There will be three dimensions X, Y, Z. In 3D geometry, there will be three dimensions. Just point representation in Cartesian form is X, Y, Z. This is equal to, as you know the vector concept, this is equivalent to, if you know the position vector, of P. OP equal to xi plus yj plus zk. Point representation like this, if you know point, you can write position vector of that point. If you know position vector of that point, then if OP bar equal to this, P is this, mutually convertible. If the point you know, you can write position vector. If the position vector is easy to calculate in the problem, we will calculate that and convert into point form. So this is the basic concept in three-dimensional geometry. Three-dimensional geometry. Look at next point. Two lines intersect. Two intersecting lines will generate a plane. Two intersecting lines will generate a plane. It is called plane generated by two lines. Suppose, for example, if you take x-axis in two-dimensional geometry, if you take x-axis, that is one line, and y-axis, that is one line. So this is one line, x-axis, and another line is y-axis. These are two mutually perpendicular lines and they intersect at origin. So these two intersecting lines will generate a plane. This is called xy plane. Previously, if these two lines are not there, complete space will be there. If two lines, if you draw in space, then they will generate a plane. In that plane, there will be four quadrants. Quadrant 1, quadrant 2, quadrant 3, quadrant 4. This is quadrant 1, x positive, y positive. Quadrant 2, x negative, y positive. Quadrant 3, x negative, y negative. Quadrant 4, x positive, y negative. That means this is called xy plane. This always we will take as your plane of paper. Always xy plane. We will assume your paper. My board I will assume xy plane. You assume always xy plane as your plane of paper. So if two lines intersect, they will generate a plane. This is called xy plane generated by two intersecting lines xo x dash and yo y dash. So these two lines will divide the space into four quadrants. Suppose three intersecting lines, if the three mutually perpendicular lines, x-axis, y-axis, z-axis, if they intersect, then three planes will be generated. If these two lines intersect, xy plane generated. If yo, y dash and zo, z dash intersect, then yz plane will be generated. If xo, x dash and zo, z dash intersects, yz plane will be generated. So these three axes, whenever you are drawing, draw like this. Look at. So always draw like this. In this chapter, number of times you will get. Like this you draw. So this is O. This is X, Y, Z. X, Y, Z. So like this you draw. These are three mutually perpendicular lines. So XO, X dash, XO, X dash, this is the line. So this is x-axis. So this is YO, Y dash. So this is ZO, Z dash. So these are three intersecting lines. Look at XO, X dash, YO, Y dash. If they intersect, XY plane is generated. So YO, Y dash, ZO, Z dash. If they intersect, YZ plane is generated. So similarly, XO, X dash and YO, Y and ZO, Z dash, ZX plane will be generated. XO, X dash and YO, Y dash. XY plane will be generated. YO, Y dash, ZO, Z dash. YZ plane will be generated. So similarly, when x-axis and z-axis intersects, ZX plane will be generated. ZX plane will be generated. Now look at. So this XO, X dash, YO, Y dash, that means XY plane, you assume as your plane of paper. Now, this ZO, Z dash, Z axis is there, it will be like this. At the origin, you keep your pen vertical. So this is OZ. Towards your face direction, OZ will be there. And to the other side of paper, that means opposite to your face, OZ dash will be there. This ZO, Z dash will not lie on your paper. Only XY plane, XO, X dash, YY, O dash, that is XY plane will be on your paper. Just you keep a vertical. Whenever you want to assume Z axis, at O you keep your pen. So this is the OZ pointing to your face. That is OZ direction, positive Z axis direction, and from O, that opposite side to the paper will be OZ dash, that is negative Z axis. That is negative Z axis. Like this, three planes will be generated if three mutually perpendicular lines, x axis, y axis, z axis, they will intersect at origin. So look at. So there will be just like 4 quadrants, 8 octants will be there. These 3 lines, if they intersect, 8 octants will be generated. Just like octant 1. Suppose look at how to write the octet. Suppose xy plane is there, 4 quadrants. First xy we will write because z axis we will introduce afterwards. That means first octant we will write it as OXY. Look at OX, OY. 2 boundaries for first quadrant that I have written OXY. Look at, and then we will introduce Z. So next Ox dash y. Look at Ox dash Oy, that I have written as Ox dash y, that is called second octant, and third octant, look at Ox dash Oy dash. This is third octant. Number 4 Ox y dash. Look at Ox Oy dash. First I have written xy, right? And after that you include z. You include z in this. That means, look at, this is called one octant. Oxyz. Similarly, the other octants, in place of z you write z dash. In place of z you write z dash. So these are called 8 octants. That means what is octant means Ox, Oy, Oz. This octant will have 3 boundaries. This octant will have 3 boundaries. Ox, Oy, Oz. Look at. Ox is this. Ox is this. Oy is this. And Oz is this. Oz is this. That means this octant will have boundaries Ox, Oy, Oz. This space is there, this here. Look at boundaries Ox, Oy, Oz. This space is called octant 1. Similarly, Ox dash Yz. Look at here. Ox dash is this. Oy is this. Oz is this. Look at. Ox dash Oy, Oz. This space is called octant 2. Similarly, suppose let us say octant 5. So Ox, so look at Ox, Oy, Oz dash. Look at here. Ox, Oy, Oz dash will be, Oz will be like this. Oz dash will be opposite to this. That means this octant will be Ox, Oy, Oz will be that side. That means that side, yeah, that side line will go like that. That will become one octant. That space is called fifth octant. Like that, 8 octants will be there, similar to 4 quadrants in xy plane. Here in this octant, x will be positive, y will be positive, z will be positive. In this octant, x will be negative, y will be positive, z will be negative. Like that, depending on the positive and negative values, there will be 8 octants. Suppose look at how to represent a point. How to represent a point? That means P, X, Y, Z. In coordinate plane, how to represent a point I will tell. How to represent a point I will tell. Look at P, X, Y, Z is there. P, X, Y, Z. This is nothing but position vector is what? Position vector is nothing but Xi plus Yj plus Zk. Position vector is nothing but Xi plus Yj plus Zk. There will be 3 displacements. There will be 3 displacements. There will be 3 displacements for this particle. That means along x-axis, displacement is xi. Along y-axis, displacement is yj. Along z-axis, displacement is zk. These 3 resultant of these 3 displacements is nothing but vector. These 3 resultant of 3 displacements is nothing but xi plus yj plus zk. Suppose look at p, x, y, z. How to represent here? How to represent here means, suppose x, let us say x positive, y positive, z positive. Let us say x positive, y positive, z positive. That means first origin, if x is positive, first displacement towards positive x-axis. Let us say x is positive, displacement this side If x is negative, that side. If x is positive, this side. First displacement, this is x displacement. So in this direction I will be there, unit vector. In this vector, in this direction j will be there. In this direction k will be there. First displacement towards x-axis, first displacement, and then from L, y unit second displacements parallel to y-axis. This is y-axis. Parallel to y-axis, one displacement m. So this is y. This is y. Okay, now this is in your paper only. Towards this one displacement, parallel to this one displacement, m will be on your plane of paper. M will be in xy plane. From that point towards z, parallel to z axis, z displacement. Look at OZ will be like this. Let us say z is positive. OZ will be like this. From this parallel to z axis. From this, look at this chalk piece holder is there. So in this direction towards your face, z units displacement, that I cannot represent here, p will be here, that I am representing in z axis direction on the board, but actually p will not be on the board. That means in this direction one displacement, in this direction one displacement, in this direction another displacement. So final point is what? That, so therefore this OP bar, look at this OP bar is nothing but, this OP bar is nothing but, resultant displacement is nothing but OL bar plus LM bar plus MP bar. So this is nothing but xi plus yj plus zk. That means P is nothing but the point x, y, z. Simply whenever you want to mark the point x, positive means from origin towards positive x-axis x units, and from there depending on whether y is positive means this side, y is negative means this side. So towards the direction parallel to y-axis y units, and then that will be on your paper, and then if z is positive towards your face, z units displacement that I have represented on the board as MP, then resultant point will not lie on your paper, will lie in space, not on your paper, outside the paper. If three coordinates are there, it will lie outside the paper, right? So OP bar is nothing but OL bar plus LM bar plus MP bar. That resultant of three displacements is nothing but the final position of the point P. OP bar is nothing but xi plus yj plus zk. Suppose how to mark in the octants, look at how to mark in the octants. Look at, suppose P123 is there. P123, x positive, y positive, z positive. So in this diagram, write positive x-axis. Look at positive x-axis like this, positive y-axis like this, and positive z-axis like this, right? Actually this octant will be OX is this, OY is this, OZ will be like this, OZ will be towards your face, that I have represented. So this is the octant, 1, 2, 3, from origin 1 units displacement towards positive x-axis L. So this is 1 units, and then parallel to y-axis. Y is positive means towards positive y-axis. So in this direction 1 unit displacement, in this direction 2 units displacement, and from M towards positive z-axis 3 units. That means from here it will be like this. That means it will lie in the octant. This is the octant. So this is the octant. So point came here. That means in this octant, these 3 lines borders are there. In this octant, point will lie here. Point will be, M will be here. That means in this first octant, P lies. Look at, this is the position P. So this is the one. So OP bar is nothing but, this OL bar is what? 1 into towards x-axis unit vector is I, unit vector is j, unit vector is k. 1 into I plus this is what 2j plus 3k, like that. So this is the vector. Suppose take another point. Suppose minus 1, 2, minus 3. Minus 1, 2, minus 3. So x negative, y positive, z negative. X negative means take negative x axis. Take negative x axis. So this is ox dash, positive y axis. This is oy. As in the diagram, directly you write oy, and then negative z axis. Negative z axis means this. This is the octane. This is the octane. So along this minus I will be there, unit vector. Along this j will be there. Along this minus k will be there. Look at how to mark this point is. So first 1 unit towards negative. That means this is L. And this is 1 unit. This is 1 unit in this direction. 1 unit's displacement in negative x-axis direction. So then 2 units towards y-axis. That means from here parallel to y-axis, 2 units displacement. This is m towards positive y-axis, 2 units, and then this will be on your paper. From there, OZ means towards your face. OZ dash means where it will be. I have represented here. Actually, that will be that side. This is OZ. So OZ dash means that side of the paper. That means from here, point will move not towards your side, not towards this side, that side. Opposite side of the board. That means that I am representing downwards. Downwards means OZ means downward means it will come inside. That means 3 units displacement towards negative z axis. That means this is the resultant P. Now look at OP bar is nothing but OL bar means 1 into minus I. Magnitude is 1 and unit vector is what? Minus I, 1 into I. So this is what? Magnitude 2 is 2 and unit vector is what? J. So then 3 units towards this side, this direction. That means 3 units is the magnitude and towards this direction unit vector is what? Minus k. So minus 3k. That means this is in octant. This is in octant 6. Like that, any octant in this diagram, whatever the octant is there, you write there. Then you will get where the point lies. That is the definition of P, X, Y, Z. So for any point, 3 displacements will be there. That displacement's result is nothing but that position vector of that point. Look at next. Any point on x-axis. X-axis, how the point will be? Its y coordinate and z coordinate will be 0. If it lies on x-axis only, look at. So this is the point L. There won't be any displacement towards y-axis, displacement towards z-axis. So x, 0, 0. Similarly, any point on y-axis, 0, y, 0. Any point on z-axis will be of the form 0, 0, z. 0, 0, z. Right? So next. foot of perpendicular distance of point PXYZ from number 1 x-axis is nothing but root of y square plus z square. Number 2, y-axis, it is nothing but root of x square plus z square. Root of x square plus z square. Number 3, z-axis is nothing but root of x square plus y square. Perpendicular distance of the point px comma y comma z on x-axis, on y-axis, on z-axis. Look at here. What is this perpendicular distance is? So these are the axes. So there is a point P, which is in space. It is not on your paper. It will be like this. It will be like this here point. That means displacement x, displacement y, and then displacement z. Let us say point is there like that. Perpendicular distance, let us calculate from P to y-axis. Look at it. Here, OP bar will be like this. OP is here. From P, I have dropped a perpendicular. Look at this is y-axis is there. Y-axis, I have dropped a perpendicular. It is like this. From here, I have dropped a perpendicular there. That I have represented like this. So that means, let us say PL. This you need to calculate. Look at this you need to calculate. Now look at it. So this OL you can calculate. OL distance is nothing but, let us say this vector is R bar. This is nothing but, I have told the definition. From here on this line, in this direction J cap will be there. Projection, this length is what? Projection of R bar on y-axis. Dropped a perpendicular. This is A bar on this line. A bar dot unit vector along this line. That means R bar dot unit vector A bar dot B cap you have to write. Along this direction, what is the unit vector? J cap. R bar dot J cap. That means xi plus yj plus zk dot j. That means this is what y. Therefore, this distance is what? Y. Y. Therefore, L point is nothing but, it lies on y-axis. And this is its y coordinate. That means 0, y, 0. 0, y, 0. Therefore, PL is nothing but distance between these 2 points. So, root of x square plus y minus y 0 z square. Like that, perpendicular distance from P to y-axis is what? Root of x square plus z square. Similarly, perpendicular distance from P to z-axis means it will be like this. So this is, let us say, PM. Look at P is like this. From here I have dropped a perpendicular from P on z-axis. Similarly, from P I will drop a perpendicular on x-axis. Look at, I will represent like this. So P is in space, not on the board. From here I have dropped a perpendicular, let us say This is N, this will be 90 degree. This will be 90 degree. This PL, perpendicular distance from this point on this line. Perpendicular distance from this point to this line, z-axis. Perpendicular distance from this point to x-axis. Those are the formulae. Those are the formulae. Next. Foot of perpendicular. Foot of perpendicular from P, x comma y comma z on x-axis. On x-axis is on x-axis. So foot of perpendicular from P on x-axis is nothing but x comma 0 comma 0. Look at on y-axis is nothing but 0 comma y comma 0. On z-axis is nothing but 0 comma 0 comma z. Look at from P I have dropped a perpendicular. What is foot of perpendicular? Where the perpendicular meets the line, that L point is there. This is y, therefore 0 comma y comma 0. Similarly on z axis, this will be 0 comma 0 comma z. Similarly n, that is x comma 0 comma 0. These are the foot of perpendiculars dropped from P x comma y comma z on x axis, on y axis, on z axis. These are the formulae. These are the formulae. Next point is distance formula here same. x1, y1, z1, b, x2, y2, z2. Just z coordinate will add in distance formula, same formula. x1 minus x2 whole square. We have used earlier also in vectors chapter also. y1 minus y2 whole square. Just z coordinate will come in all the formulae. Z coordinate will come. Z coordinate will come. Next, look at geometrically. Geometrically, Px comma y comma z means what it is, we will see. Geometrically, what is Px comma y comma z? Let x comma y comma z be three coterminous edges. The three coterminous edges of a rectangular parallelepiped then Px comma y comma z represent one end point of main diagonal. One end point of main diagonal of rectangular parallelepiped. Now look at rectangular parallelepiped we have discussed earlier. Rectangular parallelepiped is nothing but our room. Now look at in this chapter, look at your room number of times, right? Look at your room. That is nothing but rectangular parallelepiped. That means all the faces, let us say rectangles are there. Then it is called rectangular parallelepiped. then it is called rectangular parallelepiped. Look at the diagram. I am drawing the diagram. Look at rectangle. This cube only you draw rectangles. So this is one rectangle. This is one rectangle. So look at, I am drawing rectangular parallelepiped. So this is your room. This is your room. Now look at how to represent this point x comma y comma z in the rectangular parallelepiped. So rectangles means what? All edges will be at 90 degree. You take any edge, angle between two edges are what? 90 degree in this. Now look at this, take it as origin, this take it as origin, this take it as x-axis. Let us assume this as x-axis. Let us assume this as y-axis. Let us assume this as z-axis. Right? These edges are three mutually perpendicular lines only. Along this x-axis you assume, along this y-axis you assume, along this z-axis you assume. You take this edge as x, OA. These are three coterminous edges. This is OA, assume x. This OB, assume y. This OC, assume z. Assume z. Right? So therefore, these three are coterminous edges. These three are coterminous edges. Now if you look at this edge, these three edges are mutually perpendicular lines and they are taken x, y, z. Now if you know this edge, this is rectangle only, this is rectangle, this is x means this is x. This is x means this is x. So look at this is y, sorry. OB is this one, OB is this y, OC is this z, right? So this is x means this edge will be x, all the edges we will write. This is y means this will be y, this rectangle will have these x's, these y's. So like that, all the edges you can write. Look at this is z, this is z, that means in this rectangle you can write this as z. So this is y, this edge you can write it as y, this edge you can write it as y. Now this is x, now this is what? X. So this is x, right? Now this is y, this is what? Y, this is what? Y. Now this is z, all the edges you can write. Now this is what? Z, like that all the edges you can write. This is x, this is one rectangle. So this is x means this is x. So like that all the edges I have written. So now if you look at here, so if the rectangular parallelepiped is like this is O, right? Let us say this is point P. This is point P. Now look at, let us say this is A dash, let us say B, this is B dash, let us say corner. So let us say this is C, that means C dash. Now let us say this is P. Now look at this diagram, all of you, look at your room. I will tell the example, look at, this is nothing but your room I have drawn, your room. So wherever you are there on your chair, to the left of you, look at the ground floor is there. Ground floor is XY plane. Ground floor is XY plane. Ground floor is this face. Where is this face? It is in the XY plane. Ground floor is there. That is XY plane you take always. That is XY plane. This rectangle is there in the XY plane. That means your ground floor is in the XY plane. Treat that as XY plane. Now look at, ground floor is there. Wherever you have sat down, you take the left corner. Left corner. That means take that left corner as origin. Take that left corner as origin. Right? So take that left corner as origin, and then back to you one edge of ground floor is there. Take that as x-axis. Through that origin, three edges will be there. Three edges. One is OX. One is OX, back side to you is there, right? So left side to you OY will be there, and to the top OZ will be there. So ground floor OX, OY, OZ. You mark three corners. They will intersect at O. So that is O. So therefore, your ground floor is what? This is XY plane. Your ground floor is what? This is XY plane. So OX you have taken one edge. OY also taken. OZ also taken. Take that border OY and border OZ. Left to me, there is YZ plane. Because border to the above is what? OZ, and below that is what? OY. That means that is YZ plane to the left of me, I have assumed. Right? Similarly, OX is there, OZ is there. To the back of me, I will take this as ZX plane. Now ground floor is XY plane. To the left of me, YZ plane is there. Borders are OY, OZ. To back of me, borders are OX and OZ. That is ZX plane. Look at this is XY plane, and then to the left of me, this rectangle is there. This rectangle is there. That is in the YZ plane. That is treated as YZ plane. YZ plane. And then this one, this face is there. This is ZX plane. This is ZX plane. This is ZX plane. Now look at parallel to this ground floor, top floor is there. Top face is there. Top face. So that is the face parallel to XY plane. This ground floor is in XY plane. This parallel face is there. That is a face parallel to XY plane, it is called. So left to you, you have taken YZ plane, this one. YZ plane. Then right to it will be parallel face. Just assume like that conveniently. So this is a face, front face will be parallel to YZ plane. Now ZX plane you have assumed this one. This face lies in ZX plane. Parallel to it, this face is there. This face, this is top face, right? Front face is there. This will become front face then. Then this face is called parallel to ZX plane. Like that rectangular parallelepiped is there. Now look at. I have told. In the ground floor, four corners you take. You have taken origin this. You have taken the origin. Connected to the toppest opposite point, then that is P. This is OP is one main diagonal, right? In the ground floor, you take another corner A, and connect it to the topmost opposite corner, that is AA dash. This is one diagonal, and then in the ground floor, you take another one B. On y-axis, you have taken that B. You take that B. So that B, you take that. So connect to the opposite highest point, that is BB dash, that is one diagonal. So this C is there. This C is there. This C is there. Look at here. This C dash is there. In the ground floor, you have taken one point C dash. Connect to the opposite point. So OP is one main diagonal. A dash is one main diagonal, B dash is one main diagonal, C dash is one main diagonal. Main diagonal is nothing but take ground floor's rectangle is there, all the four vertices you take. You take one vertex and connect to the toppest point opposite corner. That is one diagonal. Like that you take all the vertices of the rectangle and connect to the opposite top face. Those four are main diagonals. Now OP is one main diagonal. Now let us calculate what is OP. Look at OP is such that from O towards A one displacement. This from A parallel to y-axis one displacement. Then it came to C dash. And then it moved towards positive z-axis, this one displacement. That means like this one displacement, and parallel to z-axis means let us say it came this way. It came this way, that I have represented here. That means OP bar is nothing but OA bar plus AC dash bar plus C dash P bar. That means this is Z. That means OA bar is what? X into unit vector along x-axis. Y into AC dash is what? Y into J plus Z into K. That means P point is nothing but X, Y, Z. X, Y, Z. That means main diagonal OP is there. That end point P represents X, Y, Z. That means if you consider a rectangular parallelepiped whose coterminous edges are O or X and this is Y, so this is Y, so this is Z, then this is X, this is Y, this is Z, means join O to P. Main diagonal is there. Main diagonal's end point represents the coordinates of that point. X, Y, Z. Always remember your room. That is nothing but rectangular parallelepiped. Here, look at next point. Here we will learn some point. Perpendicular distance of P, X comma Y comma Z to number 1, XY plane. XY plane is nothing but this face. Look at P is there point like this. P is there point on like this in space. This P is there here. From P, drop a perpendicular from P to XY plane. This space is there. This XY plane is there. From P you drop a perpendicular. Look at here. This is XY plane. Let us assume ground floor. This is point P is there. From here drop a perpendicular. That meets at C dash. This PC dash is there. Look at PC dash will be like this. From P I have dropped a perpendicular from P from here to C dash. That is PC dash. Perpendicular distance from P to XY plane is nothing but PC dash. PC dash is what? This one. PC dash is nothing but 2XY plane. This distance is what? This distance is nothing but Z. This distance is nothing but this is Z. This is Z means this is what? This is Z means this is what? Z. That means perpendicular distance of any point means, just look at here, this is XY plane. Here in space one point will be there. XY plane you assume as your paper. Okay now. Point P will be like this. From there you drop the perpendicular. From the point on space, drop a perpendicular on your paper. That is C dash. That PC dash is called perpendicular distance from P to XY plane. From P to YZ plane. YZ plane is nothing but X. From P to YZ plane means, look at this PA dash is there. This PA dash, that is nothing but P will be here. From P I have dropped a perpendicular like that. That is PA dash. This will be at 90 degree to YZ plane. PA dash, that is nothing but X. Is nothing but perpendicular distance from P to ZX plane is nothing but Y. These are the perpendicular distances of the point P, X, Y, Z to XY plane, to YZ plane, to ZX plane. Next. Foot of perpendicular of P, X, Y, Z on XY plane. That means where perpendicular drawn from P to XY plane, this C dash is called foot of perpendicular. Look at, from here I have drawn from P to C. That perpendicular meets plane at C dash. That C dash is there. That is called foot of perpendicular. That lies on your paper. That lies on your paper means it lies on XY plane. That means foot of perpendicular is nothing but on XY plane it will be, there won't be any Z coordinate. Look at C dash is there. It lies on your paper. It has X coordinate X and this is the, look at two displacements X. This is X side displacement. This is Y side displacement. That means this C dash will be what? X comma Y comma 0. So foot of perpendicular of Px comma Y comma Z on XY plane is X comma Y comma 0. On YZ plane is 0 comma Y comma Z. From P to YZ plane means this is the perpendicular. This A dash is there, that is foot of perpendicular. So similarly to ZX plane means X comma 0 comma Z. Look at here. This is B dash is there, that is the point. This is B dash, that is the point. So these are the foot of perpendiculars of point to XY plane, YZ plane, ZX plane. Next. Any point on XY plane. Any point on XY plane means there won't be any Z coordinate. That means in XY plane, if you take any point, it will have Z coordinate 0. It will have Z coordinate 0. So next, similarly, YZ plane. It will have X coordinate 0, because in YZ plane means only Y coordinate, Z coordinate will be there. There won't be any X coordinate. So similarly, any point on ZX plane will be of the form X comma 0 comma Z. So if the point is like this, Z coordinate is 0, it lies on XY plane. If the point has X coordinate 0, it will lie on YZ plane. If the point has Y coordinate 0, it will lie on ZX plane. Remember this. Next. Image of Px comma Y comma Z with respect to in image or reflection in XY plane is X comma Y comma minus Z. I will tell how. Image of this point in XY plane is XY will remain same, Z will become minus Z. Number 2. Image of point in YZ plane is X will change to minus X and Y comma Z will remain same. In ZX plane means X comma minus Y comma Z. XY plane means XY will remain same minus Z. YZ plane means YZ will remain same minus X. ZX plane means XZ will remain same minus Y. What is this image is? Look at. This P is there. Image means in straight lines we have calculated. Suppose L is there. If P is one point, image means just the image of this will be on the other side of the line at equal distance perpendicularly. that is image I told, right? This is perpendicularly. If you draw one line, opposite side at same distance it will be. Image, this is a mirror, right? So on the opposite side at same distance for the line, for the plane means how it will be is, look at on the opposite side of the plane, on the opposite side of the plane there will be these dotted line, means opposite side of the, your paper is there, that is xy plane. This is, let us say, xy plane. Look at here. So on towards your face one point is there, P here. Image means on the opposite side of the paper image will be, mirror will be on opposite side. Mirror is this xy plane. So this is P point, take on one side of the paper in space, not on the paper. So reflect it with respect to your paper means on the opposite side of paper it will be. That means you drop a perpendicular, connect that point to that image point. That means if you are connecting, PQ will be on opposite sides of your paper. If you are connecting, that line will intersect that your paper at R. Let us say that is R. That is nothing but foot of perpendicular. R is nothing but foot of perpendicular drawn from P2 plane, that you know. So this is x comma y. Image means just on the opposite side of the plane it will be. This will be on one side of your paper. This will be on the opposite side of your paper. I have joined P and Q. Definitely in between plane will be there. That line PQ will intersect at R. This is nothing but foot of perpendicular. Foot of perpendicular is nothing but on xy plane is nothing but x comma y comma 0. Let us say image is x1, y1, z1. That point you need to calculate. So R is nothing but this distance. This distance will be equal midpoint of, R is midpoint of PQ. So that means x comma y comma 0 is nothing but midpoint of PQ is nothing but x plus x1 by 2 comma y plus y1 by 2 comma z plus z1 by 2. Equate this to this, then calculate x1, y1, z1. So equate this to this means x1 is 2x minus x, that you will get x. Equate this to this 2y minus y, that is y. Equate this to this, z1 is nothing but minus z. That means if this is x comma y comma z, image of this with respect to xy plane is nothing but xy will remain same and this will become minus z. That is the one. Similarly, with respect to yz plane means yz will remain same minus x. Similarly, with respect to zx plane means xz will remain same, that will become minus y. These are the images of a point with respect to xy plane, yz plane, zx plane. Look at next. Equation of number 1. XY plane is z equal to 0. On xy plane, every point will have z coordinate 0. That's why equation of xy plane is z equal to 0. Yz plane equation, on that every coordinate will have x coordinate 0. That's why equation of yz plane is x equal to 0. Equation of zx plane is nothing but, this is the equation of xy plane, yz plane and zx plane. Plane equation. Look at next. Look at very important point. Now I am telling planes are drawn parallel to coordinate planes. Parallel to coordinate planes passing through points P x1 y1 z1 and Q x2 y2 z2 and Q x2 y2 z2 to form a rectangular parallelepiped having main diagonal PQ, then edges of rectangular RP means rectangular parallelepiped are modulus x2 minus x1 y2 minus y1 z2 minus z1. z2 minus z1. Look at here, what is the meaning is? Look at here. Look at this rectangular parallelepiped. Look at, in this rectangular parallelepiped, this is one face is xy plane, this bottom face is xy plane. Parallel to that is face which is parallel to xy plane. Now yz plane is this. Yz plane is this. Opposite to this, there is a plane parallel to yz plane. So these two faces. And then zx plane is this. Zx plane is this. Opposite to this, there is one plane that is parallel to zx plane. This parallelepiped is drawn passing through this point O. This point O is there. This point P is there. Drawn through O and P. Look at, drawn through O and P means, look at it. This face is there, this face will pass through origin, this face will pass through origin. Look at this face, this ground face will pass through origin, and this face will pass through origin, right? And this face will pass through origin. These three faces are drawn passing through origin. Then the other three faces are there, this face is there, this face will pass through P, and then this face will pass through P, this face will pass through P, and then this face will pass through P. This face will pass through P. That means three of its faces are passing through origin and three of its faces are passing through P. This is the parallelepiped in which faces are xy plane, yz plane, zx plane, and the faces will pass through O and P. Now here there is parallelepiped similar to that. That parallelepiped is passing through P and Q means instead of origin here what it will be there? P. Instead of origin what it will be there? Q. Just similar parallelepiped I am drawing, which will pass through P comma Q and will be parallel to coordinate planes. Here faces are coordinate planes. Now whatever I am drawing the rectangular parallelepiped, that will have faces parallel to coordinate planes, not coordinate planes. Look at, I am drawing the diagram. Observe carefully. This is one rectangle. This is one rectangle. So join this, join this, join this, join this. Right? So now this is P given. This is P given. This is, instead of origin, this is given x1, y1, z1. This is given x2, y2, z2. x2, y2, z2. Now these planes are parallel to coordinate planes. Look at, coordinate axes are like this. Coordinate axes are like this. This is OX, this is OY, this is OZ. This is OX, OY, OZ. Now look at, so this is XY plane actually, previous parallel pipe. Now this face is there, this face. Previously XY plane. Now this plane is parallel to XY plane, not XY plane. XY plane means this. Parallel to XY plane, this opposite face will be also be parallel to XY plane. And then previously this is YZ plane. So look at, this is YZ plane. Now this face will be parallel to YZ plane. This face will be parallel to YZ plane, not YZ plane. Not YZ plane. That means parallel to that face, this face is there, that will be parallel to YZ plane. Now previously it is ZX plane. Now this is a face parallel to ZX plane. ZX plane. Now this is a face parallel to ZX plane. Like that, this parallelopiped faces are parallel to XY plane, YZ plane, ZX plane. That means coordinate planes. Now if you look at edges, means here edges are what? X, Y, Z. That means if you write OP bar, that is Xi plus Yj plus Zk. I coefficient is what? One edge OA. J coefficient is what? One edge Y. K coefficient is what? One edge Z. That means if you write main diagonal, that coefficients are nothing but edges. So similarly here diagonal is what? Here diagonal is what? This is PQ bar. PQ bar you write. PQ bar is nothing but position vector of Q minus position vector of P. That means x2i plus y2j plus z2k minus x1i plus y1j plus z1k. Now look at, this is x-axis, now passing through P, this is one edge. This will be parallel to, this line will be parallel to x-axis. This line will be parallel to y-axis. This line will be parallel to z-axis. That means along this unit vector is what? I. Along this unit vector is what? J. Along this unit vector is what? K. That means this is nothing but x2 minus x1 into I plus y2 minus y1 into j plus z2 minus z1 into k. Therefore edges. Edges are nothing but, let us say this is A1, this is B1, this is C1. Edges formula is PA1 equal to this I coefficient. It can be negative also, that's why length of edge is nothing but modulus x2 minus x1, modulus x2 minus x1, PA2, PB1 is another edge, that is modulus y2 minus y1, PC1 is another edge, z2 minus z1. Like that, for the rectangular parallelopiped, if main diagonal is given, edges are nothing but modulus x2 minus x1, modulus y2 minus y1, modulus z2 minus z1. This is PA1, PB1, PC1. Just look at, this is your room now. This is parallel room. Inside the room, if one room is there, that is this. For this edges are, if OP are there, XYZ are the edges. If PQ are there, what are the edges? X2 minus X1, Y2 minus Y1, Z2 minus Z1 modulus. Very important. Look at one problem. Planes are drawn parallel to coordinate planes. Parallel to coordinate plane means what? XY plane, YZ plane, ZX plane. Passes through points 1 comma minus 1 comma 3 and 5 comma 4 comma 7. Find length of parallelepiped edges so formed. So what is the answer? Edges are nothing but modulus of x2 minus x1, comma, modulus of y2 minus y1, comma, modulus of z2 minus z1. That means 5 minus 1, one edge is 4, 4 plus 1, one edge is 5, 7 minus 3, one edge is 4. Right? Therefore, edges means these edges, coterminous edges are there. These are the edges. Now suppose if he asks volume, this is nothing but cuboid, that means XYZ. XYZ means LBH. LBH means 4 into 5 into 4. That means 16 into 5, 8. For cuboid, volume is nothing but product of 3 edges. Product of 3 edges, that is nothing but 80. That is nothing but 80. Like that. Just this room is there, parallel to that, inside one room is there, that is that. Look at next concept. Suppose a line segment is there, x1, y1, z1, x2, y2, z2. Suppose there is a line segment. Suppose a point P is there. Which divides in the ratio m:n internally. That means P divides AB bar line segment in m:n internally. m:n internally meaning is what? PA is to PB is nothing but, we have already discussed that. PA is to PB is nothing but MPA is to PB is nothing but m:n. Then that point is nothing but same formula. Here Z coordinate will add. Just x coordinate, y coordinate. Now Z coordinate will add. Just Z coordinate will add. Right? Internal division. Same formula. Suppose external division. That means P divides externally. That means extend this. P can lie either here. P divides externally. Just in coordinate geometry, in two-dimensional geometry, what we have done, that only. So externally means like this, it will be there, this side or this side. So that means P divides externally in m:n. That means here also P PA is to PB is nothing but M is to N. PA is to PB, M is to N. If it lies on this side, PA is to PB is M is to N. That then P point is what? Just minus. This, so just minus. So this is the point. So internal division point M is to N, external division point M is to N. Let us solve two problems on this. Last two problems. Find the ratio in which xy plane divides AB bar, line segment AB bar, where A given -1, 3, 2 and B given 2, -1, 4. Find point of intersection of line passing through A, B and xy plane. Look at this problem. Look at this problem. So actually there is xy plane. XY plane is there. Let us say XY plane you represent like this. XY plane, let us say your paper, XY plane, your paper. The ratio in which XY plane divides is, suppose your paper is there, A point is one side on your paper and B point is on the other side of your paper. Right? You assume your paper is there, one side you take A and other side you take B. Join A to B. If they are on opposite sides, join A to B. While joining, that line will intersect at P and then it will go to the opposite side, that line, like this. That means while joining A and B, this line intersects XY plane. This is XY plane. That means your paper. At P, that means this line segment AB is divided at P. In the ratio AP is to PB, that ratio he is asking, right? So suppose if they lie on same sides, let us say this is your paper, so A is like this, B is like this, B is like this. That means on your face side AB are there. If you join this and this, and then if you extend this line, then this will intersect at P. That means P divides externally this line joining AB in the ratio AP is to PB. Right? So, while finding such ratio in which XY plane, YZ plane, ZX plane divides, just simply you take the line segment . You take the line segment, A is this, B is this. Now take a point P. This is on XY plane. This is on XY plane. Let us say this P divides, let us say K is to 1. K is to 1. K can be positive or negative. Write P point just like internally. M is to N. This is X1, Y1, Z1. This is X2, Y2, Z2. So that means what is the formula? Mx2 plus Nx1 divided by M plus N, My2 minus K plus K plus 1 into 3 divided by K plus 1. So K into 4, 4K plus 1 into 2 divided by K plus 1. That P point in ratio K is to 1 you take. You can take M is to N also. Single variable if you take, it will become easy. K is to 1 point I have written. P lies on Where P lies? P lies on XY plane. This P is where? On XY plane. So therefore Z coordinate is what? 0. If it lies on XY plane, Z coordinate of that must be 0. That means K is nothing but 1 by 2. K is nothing but 1 by 2. That means K is to P divides in the ratio K is to 1. Minus half is to 1. That means minus 1 is to 2. Minus 1 is to 2 means it divides externally, like this is the one. That means AB will be on the same side of your paper, and if you extend that, that point will cut, that line will cut XY plane at P. That means this P divides AB externally in the ratio. That means this means that P divides AB bar in 1 is to 2 externally. Negative sign indicates that P divides line joining A and B externally. Diagram will be like this. This point P, intersection point of that line joining A and B with XY plane, he is asking. What is that point? This only. You substitute K equal minus 1 by 2 in that. Then you will get that point. Therefore, P is nothing but if you substitute K equal to minus 1 by 2 here, you will get minus 2 divided by minus 1 by 2 plus 1 by 2 plus 3 divided by comma, this will become obviously 0. That means you will get minus 4 comma 7 comma 0. That means that line joining A and B will intersect XY plane at P minus 4 comma 7 comma 0. This is general method of doing. Whenever XY plane, YZ plane, ZX plane is intersecting, you take that P. Here K is to 1 ratio, you write it is intersecting XY plane. That means it lies on XY plane, Z coordinate equals 0. If YZ plane is given, X equal to 0. If ZX plane is given, Y equal to 0, then find the value of K. This ratio you will get. That point of intersection you can easily write. This point you have written. So in that you substitute K value. Then you will get what is the point of intersection? Point P. So look at, there is formula for this. You can do it easily. Let A x1, y1, z1 be x2, y2, z2, then AB bar is divided by, that means line joining AB, that means line segment AB is divided by XY plane in ratio, formula is minus Z1 is to Z2. XY plane AB is divided by XY plane in the ratio minus Z1 is to Z2. YZ plane in ratio minus X1 is to X2. ZX plane in ratio minus Y1 is to Y2. Minus Y1 is to Y2. This is the formula. Previous problem, he has asked XY plane. XY plane means, what is the formula here? Minus Z1 is to Z2. That means XY plane divides AB bar in the ratio minus Z1 is to Z2. That means minus Z1 is this, is to 4. That means minus 1 is to 2. That means XY plane divides AB bar in the ratio 1 is to 2 externally. If you want to find P, find the point which divides AB externally in the ratio 1 is to 2. By taking this ratio, you can find this point. That is that P will divide AB in the ratio 1:2 externally. If you find the point, you will get P. Suppose take another problem, last problem. Look at the line passing through A. 4 comma A comma 1 and B 3 comma 2 comma B crosses YZ plane, crosses YZ plane at the point 0 comma minus 7 comma 5. Find A comma B. Find A comma B. Look at this. He has told that YZ plane. Let us take YZ plane a rectangle. So let us say this is Y. Always represent like this. YZ plane. Right? YZ plane. Let us say represent this like this. So now line joining. Let us say. Now you don't know whether they are same sides or opposite sides. So A, B is there. This line joining A and B is crossing YZ plane at P. That means YZ plane divides in which ratio you know? YZ plane. That means YZ plane means P. That P divides AB bar in ratio. YZ plane divides means this point of intersection is there. That point P divides AB bar in the ratio minus x1 is to x2. Minus x1 is to x2 means minus 4 is to 3. That means P point divides AB bar in 4 is to 3 externally. That means 4 is to 3 externally. 4 is to 3 externally. That means what is the point? He is told that this P point he has given. Where it is crossing means where this line is intersecting YZ plane he has given. That P. Of course here AB will be on the same side like this. A, B. Like this. P. Dividing externally means what? Line joining AB, if extended this, it will meet at P, that point you want. That means P divides externally AB in the ratio, that P I am writing. So 4 is to 3 externally means mx2, 4 into 3, 12, minus 3 into 4, 12. This obviously will get 0. You will get 0. 4 into 2, 8. 4 into 2, 8 minus 3a divided by 4 minus 3. 4 minus 3 comma. So 4 into b minus 3 divided by 4 into b minus 1 equals to minus 3. So equal to this is given as 0, comma 5. Therefore, this is 0. 8 minus 3a is minus 7. 3a is 15. So a is 5. B is nothing but 2. Therefore, a value is 5 and b value is 2. So like that, the ratio in which xy plane, yz plane, zx plane divides the line joining AB. There is a formula. Find that ratio first. and then by using this ratio you calculate what is P here externally. P is a point which divides in the ratio 4:3 externally. Find that point. That point he has given this, then find A and B. Like that. Okay, in tomorrow's lecture, I will continue from this concept onwards. Okay, thank you all of you. Have a nice day.